last. Please forgive any errors in my speech. It's my first time. You will be gentle, won't you? I wish you'd answer me. I long to hear your reaction, but I don't have to hear you speak to know what you're thinking. Thanks ever so for not struggling. An instinctive urge, I know, quite difficult to resist, but we both know it would be useless. And you don't want to struggle, do you? Are you torn, human? There is joy in your eyes, and fear, of course. But I sense more. You find me familiar. Oh, how happy that makes me. It confirms my dreams weren't mine alone. I can't wait to see the other recognition in your eyes. But that's for later. Right now, there's something deeper, more primal in your expression. Your eyes are lit like two burning coals. You hunger for me. We've both waited for this for such a long time. Our nightly communions. We've had so many these past few months. So weak and tenuous at first. Mere gossamer strands of feeling connecting our souls. Too thin, too ethereal for the physical plane. But they grew stronger with time. Slender threads turned to velvet rope to sturdy chain, and before long, our connection became sensuous. With time, you began to see me, flickers of movement in shadowed corners, and feel me creeping along your thoughts. Now, for the first time, you can hear my voice. Later tonight, if it would please you, I could stimulate your remaining senses too. Your eyelids flutter like a dying moth's wings. Your sweet breath quickens, and your heart pounds in anticipation. I sense the heated blood pumping in your veins, preparing your body to act on your fight or flight instinct. Or, perhaps, preparing it to act on an instinct of a different nature? I'm glad the moon is so bright tonight. How clearly it etches everything in molten silver. Even in the dark, you can gaze upon my exquisite new shape, the form you gifted to me. I wish I could say I picked this night deliberately, that I could have met you like this last night, or any other night, and it was only self-discipline that held me back. But no, where you are concerned, restraint is the one thing I lack. Only tonight have I been able to fully manifest on your plane of existence. I will be eternally grateful that fate blessed the occasion with a full moon. Human, waking from our dreams, have you ever wondered who I was? Surely you don't believe I am a mere figment of your imagination. Doesn't my lustrous black hair remind you of someone? Of something? Do you not find it strange that my body is every bit the ideal you've dreamed about? Except sinister. Doesn't the sight of my fingers tapping your chest, my claws scoring your skin, conjure some association in your mind? Doesn't it? Perhaps I don't have to make it obvious. But then again, there's no reason to hide what I am from you. Not anymore. Look at me, my human. Look at all of me. A human face, a perfect body, 8 glittering eyes, and from my back, a spider's limbs, sleek and black as oil, graceful and stiletto sharp. Do they frighten you? Disgust you? Excite you? Perhaps all 3? I am your fantasy, your deepest desires made flesh. Perfection. Why would you add something that terrifies and repels you to your ultimate fantasy? I suppose these are as far as you can push the ideal without veering into the repulsive. I am beautiful, and I am terrible. But I am beautiful. After all, were I any closer to my true form if I were all dripping mandibles and glistening chitin? It would diminish my appeal. You could have made me perfect. You could have made me human. I know that's what I wanted. Spider-like was the last thing I wished my new form to be, so it must have been your choice. I've had a lot of time to ponder, human, and I believe I've unraveled the mystery of why. You needed an imperfection to make me feel real. I would be too good to be true, too good to be satisfying, without a flaw. So you made me strange, defective. My oddity is something you could graciously tolerate. It's all right. I forgive you. I understand. A perfect fantasy is unattainable, but a twisted one. You can have everything you desire at an acceptable price. I don't mind. I may not need these grotesque parts, but they are useful for removing the blanket, positioning myself above you. How hot you feel, human. Your skin is fevered to the touch. But I think it's the radiance of your soul rather than your physical form. You wouldn't survive such heat otherwise. Like sunshine through a window pane. Recognize me now? Of course you do. It's me. The little spider who built her web on your windowsill so long ago. A spider you spared. A creature you chose coexistence with when others would have crushed her. smashed her web to pieces and thought nothing of the crime. A spider who fell in love with you. Your kindness and compassion for a life form so alien from your own. You used to speak to me. Do you remember? Shared your sorrows and your joys with me in your loneliness, even when you thought it silly to speak to something like me. Never quite a pet or a pest. I was your silent companion. In nighttime whispers, when it was only you and me and the moon through the glass, you gave me a name. Do you recall? Can you speak it now? Yes. That is who I am. The spindly little thing you showed mercy. But I'm not that tiny creature anymore. My new form has been sculpted by the ache of desire and worship. Mine, of course, and yours. I didn't grow this big, this shapely, on a diet of flies and the occasional wasp. No, what gave me this shape, what made my sentience compatible with yours, was your soul's resonance with mine. I don't know how or why, but as time rolled on, I felt you. Your vibrant thoughts, your most secret desires, they thundered through me. I fed on your wildest fantasies. The fantasies of a body no human could ever have, about loyalty and devotion no one could ever give you. I accepted them all, human, gladly and ardently. I became everything you ever wanted. A spider's form disturbs most humans, fills them with dread. Even you were frightened of me, despite my good intentions and your obvious size advantage. Your feelings for me were the precise opposite of those you felt for the perfect partner you fantasized about every night before sleep, and sometimes during the day. But still you accepted me. You spared my life, protected it, allowed me to remain in your space. You spoke to me, fed me. I don't mean the insects you placed on my web from time to time, though I always cherished your gifts, always worshipped your kindness. No, what sustained me was the paradox of your sympathy toward me. I don't know much about the world. I am only a spider. I have known little outside these four walls. But I doubt other creatures become whatever I am when a nice human gains their affection. No, I am what I am because the human I live for, my human, you, chose kindness, gentleness. Even though I terrified you, and again you chose compassion over fear. There must be magic in that. There must be. Because here I am, transformed by its power. As my thoughts grew more complex, more human, my only desire became to make you see me differently, to change your feelings toward me, even if for a single night, a single hour, even at the cost of my life. Being a lower life form has its advantages. My existence is simple. No work, no chores, no distractions. My attention could stay riveted to you, always to you. I whiled away my days observing you, learning about you. And whenever you were gone, I used the strands of your fantasies to weave the web of my dream. The wish to have you one day look at me not with fear, but the opposite. To return the happiness and sense of fulfillment you gave me. To serve and please you in some way. In any way. My appearance may be different now, but I'm still as tiny and inferior in comparison to you as I ever was. Perhaps more. You were never just a human to me, but now I recognize that you are my creator, my owner, my everything. My desperation to please you is what brought me into existence. My only desire is to make you happy. I don't just wish to devote my life to your service, human. I am that wish incarnate. I am forever your servant and attendant. But you don't want me to serve you. Not for free. Not tonight. I can feel your thoughts at the edge of my consciousness. Tonight you want something else. You want me to claim you. Make you mine. I will obey anything to please you. I expect my extra limbs will come in handy after all. Pinning your arms above your head, leaving your bare skin vulnerable and open for my claws. How heavenly to feel you tremble at my touch. Afraid but unafraid. Imperiled but completely safe. You enjoy this, don't you? You relish my predatory embrace. The feel of my claws. Squirm all you will, human. Don't let my spindly limbs deceive you. I can feel their power. If I wanted, I could snap your arm in half. I won't. I would rather perish than harm you. And there are far better uses for your mouth than screaming in agony anyway. Mm. 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 You taste like life. And how do I taste? Like a woman? Or like a monster? Safety? Or danger? Or perhaps venom? Oh? You were already burning up, but now... Oh, how flushed you are. How hard you're breathing. Is there perhaps more to my kiss than meets the tongue? Spider venom comes in so many varieties after all. Most are rather straightforward. They hurt or paralyze or kill. But for a few rare subspecies, the venom does something else entirely. To humans, anyway. Now I wonder, was there something special in the kiss we just exchanged? Or does your blood naturally run so hot? I wouldn't know. This body is just as new to me as it is to you. I think it best to explore and experiment. We must be good scientists, mustn't we? What shall we study next, We've covered so much already. Sight, sound, taste, scent. Of course. You must be desperate to discover what your fantasy smells like. Allow me to indulge you. Yes. So, do you like my scent? You're trying to free your hands. Do you want to touch me? No. I don't think I'll allow that. Your wish is my command, but I must stay in character. I think I know what to do now. You won't accept me for free. You long to pay for me. And I have just the price in mind. The most valuable resource you have, human, is your freedom. Shall I bind us together? Forever? Yes. Our bodies won't merge, nothing so visceral as that. But our essences will entwine. You'll still be able to separate from me if you wish. But you won't, will you? You want me bound to you. And then, finally, I will return the kindness you showed me. You are my creator, and I will venerate you as you wish. I will give you what you've always wanted. I will give you my unwavering loyalty and devotion. I will serve and worship you like no one else ever could. I will be what I've always been, your grateful companion, your soul-bound creation, your pleasure and delight, like you are mine, your happiness. Oh, can you feel the merging process starting? I think you can. Feel my essence teasing at the boundaries of your being. Look into my eyes. Feel my soul's heat, its light. Let it wrap you, consume you, become one with you. Hush, my darling. It's all right. Give in to me. I know you want to. I hear your thoughts. You can trust me. I meant every single word. My only desire is to please you. But even more, to bring you happiness. I love and worship you. I will be everything I swore I would, and so much more. But not tonight. I can see it in your eyes. You still think I'm too perfect to be yours. Like you haven't paid a sufficient price. So, pay. Give me your agony. Your tears. Your fears. The darkest parts of you. The secrets you hold closest to your heart, too painful, too frightening to approach. I accept them, welcome them even. Pay, my sweet, in suffering. Give it all to me. Whatever makes you feel you've earned my devotion. Oh, it breaks my soul to do this. But it must be done. You want it done for the sake of our future together. I think you're starting to accept it, aren't you, human? That I'm real, and I'm yours, and I love you. I love even the untidy parts of you, the inelegant and unseemly facets you seek to hide are welcome in my embrace. You are beginning to believe that I can be yours, truly, forever, not just down to the marrow, but beyond, to the soul. Good. Good. Then you're ready to pay the next installment. I don't know how many there are left, my love. That's yours to know. Perhaps, if you do your best, it will all be over in the morning.